Oh, strange and charmed, oh, strange and charmed, 25 days of Vlogmas.
Hello my strange and charmed ones, welcome back to my channel for Vlogmas day 22. It is Monday, I think it's about lunchtime. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get lunch right after this. And it's been pretty much a stereotypical work day for me. I had a lot of things after this weekend that I needed to kind of just buckle down and do. And I thought that I thought that it would be cool if I kind of showed you maybe a preview of some inserts that I'm working on, that aren't like up on my shop or available yet, but just things that I'm working on that will, if I do make them available, chances are I'm going to be making them available like in the next week. Like these are kind of, one of them specifically is I have to get out by the end of the year if I'm going to commit to it. So I thought, you know what, let me show you guys because I really do value your opinion, and I know that I am making these things not only for myself, but also for my community members who may be interested in them. So I thought I would give you guys a sneak peek. So first, let's take a look at that thing that I said is I would have to get done pretty quickly and get it up on my shop because it is a little time sensitive. And I have it printed out, but I don't have it cut. So please forgive me. We'll work through this together and I will walk you through it. So this is the insert, and this is just the first page, I should say. Like I'm gonna have more pages in the complete insert once it's done, which is why I need to get it done. And these are a set of journaling cards for 2015 that are basically like personal sized like journaling cards, like Project Life cards or the Me and My Big Ideas pocket pages, and they each have a calendar month of the year on them. So here I've got January, February, March, and April. And this was something that I was thinking about designing for a little while, and I actually started designing it, I want to say like back in the fall, but I started and then I stopped because there was other things that were more important on my plate. And basically I got the idea for this because not only myself, but I know a lot of other people in the planner community love those journaling cards that kind of have like a month layout on them, because we like to use those for different sorts of challenges for a monthly basis. So like specifically what I was thinking I wanted this for was for like if I was doing like a no spend month, because then I could just print out whatever month. Well, obviously I would print out the entire set and cut it ahead of time, but let's say like February I was going to do a no spend, or no, January. January is probably going to be a no spend month for me after like our vacation and Christmas. But yeah, so like let's say January I want to do a no spend month. I just cut this out, put it in my planner, and then I can kind of tick off the days as I do good and don't spend. But I know there's plenty of other ways I've seen these things used. So also with like photo challenges, even like diet and exercise plans. Also when like people are trying to do a habit change. I don't know if you guys have ever heard this sort of, I don't know, like a truism. I don't really know what it is. They just say that if you want to change a habit, either get rid of a bad habit or build a new habit, it takes 21 days. So I think like something like this would be awesome, because if you dedicated like a month, you're obviously doing more than 21 days, but you could also track like the first 21 days of the month, clearly, if you were just going to start it for like a new month. So like this could be like a habit builder. You know, you could use these any which way you want. So I thought these would be an awesome idea for, I'm sorry if the white balance is going crazy because I just had the white page up. But yeah, I just thought these would be an awesome idea for just something I could design for you guys. So I just thought that for me, I would find use out of this, because this is just a dedicated set with every month in it. And you know, I love my journaling cards because as opposed to the regular ones that you have to buy in packs, these are a little bit, I think they're a little more cost effective because you can print as many as you like. Like if you like the designs, like if I mess up January, I can just print another one. So I find these to be pretty helpful, and I think that these designs are absolutely adorable. So let me give you guys like a close-up. So if you guys like see, like I'm very, you know, not really, I wouldn't say that I'm minimalistic so much as I just feel like my design style is a little bit more maybe like refined. I don't know. I just like to keep things to what's necessary, and use my embellishments wisely. So like the font is an embellishment for me because I feel like the rest of it is very, very plain. And I just think very streamlined, not that it's plain, because I actually think I put a lot of thought into the fonts that I use and the combinations that I use. And then obviously the days of the week are printed in my favorite blue ink color. So it's just, you know what I'm saying? This is like a refined design. You know what I mean? Like not too flashy, very streamlined, very clean. So let me know what you guys think about this. If you guys are interested in them, I'll definitely prioritize making sure this is done by the end of the year then. It really isn't that difficult now that I do have like a quarter of the year done. But I just always like to get your input, you know what I mean, on things. So that is the first item. And then the last thing I wanted to show you guys, how do I even explain this to you guys? I'm really sorry if words are escaping me today. If you guys are familiar, you guys know that I have a tracker, a task tracker that I have available on my shop that basically is just a to-do list style thing that has the days of the week, like Monday through Sunday, in check boxes so that you can check off reoccurring things that are in your life. Like, you know, if you're someone who wants to drink 8 glasses of water a day, you can check off every day that you did that. Or if you're someone that, you know, you want to make sure that you're doing your chores every day, you can check that off. Or if you have like reoccurring work items, or maybe you're just keeping track of things. And then obviously that tracker also works very fine as a normal to-do list for maybe something that you're just doing once a week. But I was thinking about it, and as much as I love that task tracker, and I do think it has a very important place in the overall scheme of my productivity, that I wish I had a version of that instead of just being 1 week was an entire month. And what I wanted to track on there was really like my work items and my workflow, and really just like my output for the month. Because I don't know, I know I've talked about this before, but when it comes to my work, since I work for myself as a blogger and a YouTuber and a designer and a content creator all over the internet, no one is telling me what to do in a normal job. And since I don't like run a business, like I don't run a store, you know, and I don't do things where I have, although I guess I should say I do have clients every once in a while, like I do have clients, but it's not like I have a sales-driven business where I have to have lots of meetings and, you know, I need to be out and about or I need to be interacting with other people. My job is, for the most part, other than if I work with brands or if I pick up clients, I am pretty much, it's all driven by me. And so I kind of have held myself that I have a certain standard of things that I want to produce in the month. And for 2015, since I'm starting the year off as a, you know, running my own business myself, because last year I still worked at a different company, it's really important for me to kind of kick off the year right with this concept that I have a certain amount of output and a certain amount of things that I want to create and I want to do within a month to make sure that I'm maximizing my output. Now, obviously, I can say that I want to write this amount of blog posts and do this amount of videos, and I can obviously go above and beyond, but I kind of have like a minimum for myself. Like this is the minimum amount of things that you want to do. And it's not just like the bare minimum, it's like the healthy minimum. Like you do these things and you're in good shape. For me, my focus is going to be, you know, not necessarily posting, you know, creating or posting a lot of content so much as I really want to up my quality. And I know even through this last year, I've upped my quality a lot, especially with my DSLR and, you know, this new laptop that I got at the end of last year, yeah. So I've had my new MacBook Air for like a year. So last year I did have a really good quality bump, but I just feel like that's what I'm going to be refining even more. So like I already know I have a great base, like I've got a great foundation, and I just want to keep going. So that was a really long intro, guys, for a printable. I almost forgot that I was talking about a printable. So let me just reel that back in. Sorry guys, I'm like a nut job. So basically I wanted to create a insert that would work as like a workflow, like an output tracker for me. And so this is what I came up with. So I'm going to let that focus for a second. Okay, so as you can see, this is one of those horizontal layouts. So when I turn I'd have to turn my my Filofax on its side and to kind of access this. Not like it's a problem because it's a planner. It can go upside down, inside out, whatever. On one side, I've got my workflow elements. So I've got like a list of things that I consider my like monthly tasks. And then I've got like in parentheses, like my minimum output that I want to have. And then as you can see across the top, I've got 1 through 31, the maximum number of days of the month. And then I've got checkboxes. So this insert is really going to be for me to do 2 things. For me to plan what days I'm going to be doing what work, because that has been something that's been a little bit up in the air for me. I'm the kind of person that really likes structure, but on top of that, the fact that my job is now almost entirely creative in nature, it is one of those things where I kind of have to work in spurts sometimes because I want to take advantage of creative energy when I have it. I don't want to have to stick to an exact schedule, but I want to take advantage of certain energies when I have them throughout my day. So let me show you guys like an example of this. So I've got one right now that I'm using in my planner for December and January because they're back to back. And this one's January. December's, I was testing still. And I think January is a little bit where I want it to be a little bit more the way that I would use this, okay? So the first thing I think I'm going to do, I might need to change this insert a little bit, is I think I want to leave a space under the dates for people to actually write in the whole like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Obviously like abbreviated with like days, the actual, you know, abbreviated with the first letter, because the way I've got these so far is they are undated, and I think I want to keep them that way because I think that they are straightforward enough that I don't need to make one for January, one for February. And then that also makes it a little bit hard. I feel like it's easier. I just think it's easier for people to have them undated and then to kind of pick up where, you know, they left off. Let's say someone doesn't use this for February. You know, I don't want them to have a blank February sitting around that's kind of staring them in the face. And that's like how I am. Sometimes undated things actually work better for certain items in my planner. So I thought I would leave a little bit of room, and I need to actually do this because I thought of this as an afterthought after these were printed. I'm going to leave a little bit more room so people can put in the day of the week so that they kind of have that idea in their head. And then the way that I've got the rest of the setup right now is I put a little dot inside any day that I need to have something done or I think that something should be done on. So it's really easy. For example, that first line is my blog posts. All my blog posts go out on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. That is my regular schedule. So if you've ever been like, oh, how does Alexis come up with a schedule? Easy. I post 3 days a week at minimum. And that's pretty much what I always do, unless there's like a one-off for something I want to share with you guys. But my blog posts are Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. So there's no question of that for me. I know that those will be out on those days. And I'm very good at sticking to that. And then same thing, like I need to have a free insert. So this is the other thing, is I need to have 1 free insert a month. As you guys have been seeing, I've been putting out 1 free insert a month. Well, as you can see, I've got the dots for that one in every single one of the months, days for the month. And the reason for that is because, again, if I get the creative energy to do it, I'm not like limited to what day it is. Like if I wake up one day and I'm like, I know what insert I'm doing, I'm making it right now. So basically the dots are for days that I think something should be done or it's like open to be done. And then what'll happen is once I do the things, I will just check them off. So the dot will turn into a check mark when they're done. So when I'm looking through this, and my plan is to really to have this kind of sitting out on my desk open so I can kind of like take a look and see in the morning like, okay, what needs to be done? Okay, well, I have a blog post that I need to have up tomorrow, and I've got a YouTube video coming up and I need to maybe do brainstorming for that. You know what I mean? You know, I have energy to work on my insert, and you know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and schedule some tweets today too. So there is this idea that I can come to this on any given day and see what needs to be done and what's left to be done. And I think this is a really good good visual way to organize that for me, because I do tend to be a visual person, especially since I'm like a creative, like I create so much visual content. It's, but that's how it works out for me. So you can see here, like this is December, but I went back to like fill like check marks in of what I've done and things like that. So this is much less organized, but this was just like me trying it out for December. So if you also notice the way that these, oh, what am I doing? Messing up my bows here. The ways that these are organized are when you open up your planner, you actually look down this way, and when you flip it, it looks down this way. I know there's a lot of horizontal layouts for different things where you actually, like maybe the left-hand side will actually be going down, which I don't like. I like it where you can you're writing away from the rings. I'm always big into writing away from the rings because the rings tend to get in the way. So that's how my layout is. You can see on this side, it's going that way, and this side's going that way. They're always facing away from each other, so I can always be away from the rings. So the rings are always at top. And as you can see, I just took a washi thing from, not a washi, but a page flag from Target, cut it down and put the month in it. Yeah, that's the second insert. So like I said, I've got a little bit of editing to do on that insert to get it up to snuff. But let me know what you guys think. And my idea for this is, actually, I didn't even tell you guys how you guys are going to use it. I know people have been asking me for this, and I think this is the right insert to try it out with. I'm going to, when I make this available to you guys, obviously my information is not going to be there. I'm going to make the PDF editable. So what'll happen is this will look blank, and when you buy the insert, right, you get the insert, you have the PDF, and then you can go in and put in all the items that you want to track, which is awesome. Which is another reason that I didn't put dates on for the months on here, because I was thinking like, okay, so I have this amount of things, and I have like blank lines down here that I created for myself in case I have one-off things for the month that I need to track, like a challenge or something like that, you know, something like that I want to do. But some people could use maybe 2 of these pages for a month with the amount of tasks that they have to do. So again, I'm going to leave that up to you guys, which is why I'd rather leave them undated, because then people can use as many of these as they want per month, depending on how many things they have to do. You could use this with bills. You know, like you can do this with like your kids' soccer schedule. Like this is a lot of things that you can use this for, which is really awesome. And then the fact that I am going to make it so that it is editable means that you can write in everything you want. You can type it in before you even print it. And then you, voila, have your insert. Okay, so there's one more thing that I forgot to mention that I wanted to talk to you guys about in this video very quickly, and that is that my new set of tech wallpapers is actually available up on my blog, and those downloads, as always, are completely free. And I wanted to show you guys what I did for January. If you guys aren't familiar, every quarter, like once every 3 months, I post a set of these beautiful tech wallpapers, and this is what I've got for this. Ooh, come back on. And this is what I've got for this set. It's actually a very simple design. It says, this is going to be the best year of your life. And this is actually a set for your, you can use it for a tablet like an iPad or every other Android, whatever tablets are available. There's a smartphone version, and there's also a desktop version that'll work on like a laptop or a really big like iMac sort of screen. So yeah, if you guys want to check this out, I will leave the link down below in the description box to my blog post so you guys can download those beautiful wallpapers. I just thought they were very meaningful for 2015 for me, because I really believe that 2015 can be the best year of our life as long as we believe it. And I go into a little bit more detail on that in my blog post, so I'll save the lecturing on and on about that for the blog post. So if you guys are interested in those, make sure to hop on over to my blog. Like I said, completely free and completely adorable. So yeah, those are the new inserts that I have got on my plate right now. Let me know what you guys think down below. If you guys think these are interesting and these things that you would be interested in, let me know if I should proceed with these ideas, or if you think one of these ideas is a complete flop, like no one's going to want that, Alexis, you don't need to bother with that. So let me know your opinion down below, and of course, if and when these become available, I'm sure at least one of them will be, I will make sure to let you guys know. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in Vlogmas Day 23. Bye-bye.